Hi everyone. On the desk in front of me I have an Astrolux VC04 and recently it's not been behaving very well. It is quite old, it's probably about 2 years old, maybe 3. It hasn't really been that well used, although recently I have been using it a lot and it's acting up. So I'll just put some cells in. I don't know if these are in good condition or what. These are just ones that I have not tested, so they could be bad. But what I suspect is that some of these channels don't work. Yeah, and you can see there the second channel doesn't work. I don't know if you can see it actually. There you go, now you can. The second channel doesn't charge up. And I just don't know why. This isn't a particularly good unit anyway. It does act up a little bit sometimes, but it does something with the other channels as well. So I don't really trust it so much anymore. Anyway, I want to know what's going on with channel 2, and it's not massively important, and in fact I didn't pay for this anyway. It was donated from one of the Chinese companies, and to be fair, it has been quite good. But I want to see if I can identify what the problem is. You know, with the second channel, I suspect that I won't be able to identify it. But at the same time, it's quite an interesting one because if I shake it, there's something rattling inside. So I just wondered what it was really. Let's take these rubber things off. And maybe it's fixable, or maybe it's not. I don't know. We'll find out. I mean, even if it's not fixable, it doesn't matter too much because I mean, I can just buy a new one. They're not expensive things. But something else I've noticed about these is that the more expensive ones are not necessarily better. So I have a really good one somewhere, and that's a bit of a weird device as well. It sometimes just acts up, you know, and it only charges 2. This one's awfully tight. It only charges 2 at a time, whereas this one charges 4. And that was an expensive one. I might show you that in a minute if I can get it. Anyway, so they're undone. Now, I suspect that something has blown maybe, or it's been dropped. Not that I remember dropping this, but there's certainly something rattling around inside. Have I missed something here? It's not opening. Have I missed something? Any screws hidden somewhere? No? It won't be under there. Feels like something's missing. No, I don't know. Oh, is there something under there? And here's, yeah, there we go. It's under the screw in there. Okay. Made in China, as always. Okay. Now, there we go. So, what have we got here? Little fragments of rust. Ah, and corrosion. Okay, so that would explain it. Now, I can actually get some alcohol and give this a clean, but usually by the time you've got a corrosion, the damage is done. Yeah, look at that. Moisture's got in here. So, let me just see if I can scratch some of this off, and we'll see. Use this one. I'll scratch some of it off, and I'll see if it looks any better. Well, not looks any better, I'll see if it works any better. Scratch that off there. I've got all the little brushes and all that sort of stuff, but they're in the shed and I don't want to go and get them at the moment. Just give it a quick clean. See how it's looking. Okay. Incidentally, on my MacBook Air that I bought very cheap, I bought it very cheap because it didn't work, but it was a similar problem on there. There was a tiny little semiconductor that was really rusty, so I took it off, cleaned it. I think I had to resolder a trace because the trace was rusted as well. You know, one of these little traces here. And then it worked. So I had a MacBook Air, or MacBook Pro Air, or whatever it's called, for very, very cheap, which I was happy about. Is that broken leg there? Maybe there's no leg supposed to be on it. You see here? I don't know. Keep cleaning anyway. Clean this off. And you can also have chemical cleans and stuff. I know you could do that, but I just want a quick fix to see what's going on. I mean, I'm not too worried if I have to buy a new one because this is quite an old unit anyway now. Right, but that's reasonably clean now. Okay, let's see what it does. Oh, wrong one, that one. Okay, so it turns on. Are you going to charge? Yeah, that's another thing with this. Yeah, maybe I've made it worse. Let's have a look. Right, right, okay, that one's working. It's not contacting very well. Oh yeah, that one's working. This one? Now that one is a little bit dirty, so I don't know if that's going to contact anyway. Put that there. Yeah, that one's working. And now this is the one that I think is not going to work, but we'll see. It's clean there, it's clean there. Oh, I've broken them all now, look. Anyway, this is the issue with this. Right, that's working. Now this one, is it going to work? No, channel 2 is dead, but I wonder why though. Channel 2, so you would have thought it's something to do with this. So obviously, that's for channel 1, AP, well we'll soon see if it's duplicated. So AP1929, AP1929, yeah, so it's the same. Ah, look. Right, so that leg is corroded off completely. See here, there's channel 4, channel 3, channel 2, channel 1, and both channels use a chip, an IC, and the IC is called AP1929, and now obviously channel 3 and 4 use the same chip here, AP1929, and notice that it has 4 legs in use. 4 legs in use to do channel 3 and 4, and on this one you can see that one of the legs is broken, so that would make sense, and it goes to channel 2, so that's what it is. So if I was to replace that chip, I think it would work. AP1929. Okay, and that's the problem with this this little device. So I guess I will I guess I'll put it all back together, and I have this video for reference, and maybe I'll even buy the chip. I don't know. It is quite a cheap unit anyway, so it doesn't. It is quite a cheap unit, so it doesn't matter. What's going on here? Yeah, it doesn't matter too much. I can easily buy another one, but you know, if it's pennies, when it may well be, then it might be worth buying it. In fact, do I even want to put this back on when I know the chip's broken? What's going on there? Yeah, do I even want to put this back on when I know the chip's broken? It's probably not really worth it, but why is that not going on? Or maybe there's a bit of tension and springs and it's supposed to be like that. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. So there's Astrolux VC04, the non-charging problem. Is channel 1 acting up now as well? Yeah, channel 1's acting up as well now, so... Oh, but then again, that's the dirty one. Has anyone got any really good quality ones of these 18650 chargers? I'd be interested to know. Anyway, number 1's working. So that's the problem anyway. So if you've got one of these and you have a channel not working, you probably need to replace AP1929, and I'm going to have a look to see how much that costs now. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.